Thanks for joining me. I'm Scotty D. I make guitar heads happy. It's that time of year. It's a Jose Ramirez Guitarra Centenario 650, serial number 176. Not that many of these were made. It was made with Brazilian rosewood in 2006, so they must have had some sources that other manufacturers here in the States don't have, because these are made in Madrid, Spain by generations of the Ramirez family with such detail. It just blows my mind. As a matter of fact, this guitar is worth more than brand new. This guitar was more than my car was when I drove it off the lot. And it's a little tricky to glue these up. These are made with traditional materials. They're still finished with French polish and animal hide glue, I would imagine. But either way, what I'm trying to say is you don't want to just go sticking super glue in the crack of one of these things. They're worth so much money. I use hot hide glue for these cracks. There is no other glue that works for me, especially on a little surface crack like this. The hard part about this is getting inside way down here in the lower bout through this teeny tiny little sound hole and getting clamps in there and jacks. Anyways, gotta take the strings off, so let's do it. Oh wait, before I take the strings off, we gotta hear this one time here. So he said, "Are you going to have to cut off the strings?" And I said, "No." He said, "These are $50 a set. They're silver strings." And I said, "Well, let's save them." I know how to untie a string and retie a string. You got to get some slack on the machines. Got to loosen them up. I don't know why I didn't loosen that. There is a dilemma. It's already been worked on. It's already been glued and it's already been cleated. And he said that it had never been worked on before. So we're not dealing with a virgin crack anymore, like I thought. It's just not that easy. What to do, what to do? I might have to consult some of the elders. We'll find out if I need to try to dig out these cleats or not. Let's make some calls. Okay, even though I can't figure out what to do with the top crack just yet, this isn't going to stop me from working on this back crack. First thing I did is I took some strong magnets and placed them over the crack and took my scissor jack through the sound hole and opened it up inside the guitar to push on the back. Now I'm going to take some 150-degree hot hide glue and we're going to get it down in that crack. We'll use our little pumpy pump. I love hot hide glue for this. Whenever I've tried to use regular wood glue, it's always popped open after a couple weeks, as soon as the humidity changes one direction or the other. And then every time I've tried to use fish glue, it seems maybe by the time I thin it, it loses its integrity. But the hot hide glue has always worked well, so it's the glue of choice for this. Okay, now that the jack is not pushing up so hard, I'm going to take a little caul with some paste wax on it and a couple cam clamps. Press down on that crack gently. Not really gonna reef on these at all, just a nice... Okay, we're looking through the sound hole of the guitar, and that's a mirrored reflection from the underside of the top. That's those are the two cleats, and I'm going to drop in liquid naphtha right into the crack. A whole bunch of it. See if it comes right through the other side, and that gives me an idea of how bad this crack is. You know, it's not held together very good. So we got a lot of work to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Back to the back crack. Don't know what I'm doing with the top, but I know what I'm gonna do with the back. It's glued together with hot high glue. Now I'm cleaning it up with warm water. I'm going to lightly scuff up the French polished shellac right over this crack. And then I'm going to start applying a new shellac finish. I've got the gray Scotch Brite pad. This guitar got kind of, it has some scratches and stuff right around this area also. Right over there. Starting to look a little scratched up.
Let's try some 600 grit.
Not quite as level as I thought it was.
Taken a lot to level this crack. I wipe it with naphtha. I prepared some shellac flakes with denatured alcohol. I mixed a 2-pound cut, but when I first started, I diluted it with half and half denatured alcohol, half 2-pound cut. So I really started off with a 1-pound cut. As I added more, it became a heavier little mix. I ended up just doing a few little wipes and then doing a little. After a day, I just came back in and started polishing. I never sanded through to the bare wood.
Doing the same thing to the top as I did to the back is I put in hot high glue, suction cup, pumped it through, put the jack inside, pushed it down with the clamps, and hoped for the best. And so far so good. Next thing I'm going to do, next thing I did was I dropped in shellac with sanderac resin. I kind of drop filled the crack. Now I'm going to take some wet sandpaper out of the water. Got 800, 1000, there's some 600. Anyways, I'm going to lay them all out of the water. I'm going to dry them off. They've been soaking. They're always in there soaking. I'm dry them off on my towel. And I'm going to wet sand the guitar with mineral spirits because French polished shellac does not like water. It's so thin, you don't want to take any chance of that water damaging this wood or this finish. So we're going to wet sand with mineral spirits. And again, pray for the best. Just want to level sand that drop-filled shellac from the crack. There's the wet sandpapers all in a row. Here's the 600. Here's my mineral spirits.
This is level sanding. 600 grit for a little while here to get down those bumps from the drop fill shellac. Once I get it completely smooth, I have to wipe it down and hold it up and wiggle it around in the light to make sure. But once I do, I'm going to go over it with 800, 1000, and 2000. And those are all the same type of sandpaper. P grade wet sand.
This is the 30 or the 3000 grit Trizact pad. This will be my last abrasive before I go to compound. I'm going to use a McGuire's Ultimate Compound. And that gave me a nice shiny surface. Let me hold it up so you can see the rest of the guitar surface. See how there's a lot of dirt and stuff. Oh, look at that. Look at that part I just polished. Boy, it's shiny compared to the rest of it. There's a lot of body oils on it. Anyways, he's going to be real happy with that. The back isn't even looking as good as the top now. Maybe I'll go back over that back side. Just went over the back with that 3000 grit Trizact pad. See what it did? Scuffed it all up. I'll take that Ultimate Compound. It works miracles on French polish. It really looks nice. He's gonna be real happy with that. He's not opening a guitar museum or anything, you know. He just wants his guitars to be in good order, no cracks, structurally sound. They don't have to be polished and super clean. He just wants them fairly playable. He's a player. Plays a lot. Cool. Let's string this baby up and give her a listen.